I'm Natalie from Misfit Coaching and welcome along. So the purpose of these videos is to hopefully inspire one woman to go out and chase her dreams, because that's what I'm doing right now. A little bit of history about me is that I'm New Zealand made. I've been in Australia for about 13 years. I have a job or a business that I absolutely love, very passionate about it. I work with women, helping empower them, and as a creatrix transformologist, which helps them break through all their negative beliefs and gets rid of all their shit. I also work as a disability support worker, which I just love, and then I also work as a group trainer, and I love that as well. So I'm very fortunate that I have such an amazing range of jobs, all under the Misfit Coaching umbrella, and I just absolutely love it. Now, the purpose of this, as I said, is to hopefully inspire at least one woman in my age group to go out and chase her dreams. Now, my life's nothing special. It's not that much different to anybody else's. 16 years ago, I had a dream. I wanted to compete in a fitness bodybuilding competition. Now, I was putting in the hard yards. I was training twice a day. I was doing weights in the morning. I was doing cardio in the evening. I was sticking to a meal plan, which was the same for day in, day out, but I didn't mind that. And I was just doing really well. I loved my body. My body was amazing back then. I had children. The two girls were a little bit older, and I'd just sort of flex up an arm, and I'd flex them both up, and the girls would swing off them. It was quite funny, like both at the same time. I used to think it was pretty cool, but yeah. Anyway, I let outside influences and life get in the way, and I ended up withdrawing from doing the competition. And it was always in the back of my mind that it was a regret. I didn't really want to give it up. It was more about keeping people happy at that stage. So you just mosey along in life, don't you? You turn up every day, you just do basically the same things day in, day out. So I got myself to a point where I had absolutely no self-esteem, no self-confidence, didn't feel like I was worth anything, grossly obese, as my doctor told me. And I got to a point where he told me that I really needed to start exercising. So I went out and got myself a push bike, and I thought this would be good. So I went out on a few bike rides, and then one Sunday morning I was getting ready to go, and my daughter said, "Oh, can I come?" Yeah, well, of course she can. So off we went. It was about 5:30 in the morning, and off we went bike riding. By 6:30 I was on my way to hospital. My daughter and I had a bit of a collision, and I came off and broke my arm in 4 places. So 10 days later I was having surgery, getting a plate and 7 screws put on my arm. Thankfully I got out of exercising, didn't I? But it didn't help the mindset, it didn't help the weight loss, it didn't really help anything. I was just off with the pixies on drugs waiting for my surgery. So life continued on, and then it just got to a point where everything imploded basically, and once the storm passed I decided that I'd had enough. I needed to change my life. I was miserable and something had to change. So I was researching, I was trying to find things to do. I'd already completed a course in life coaching because I thought that course was, being a life coach, I'd have all the answers and I'd change my life. Well, didn't happen. I did a lot of other self-help courses, personal development courses, and I still wasn't getting anywhere. And I was out walking one day, and I walked past the local gym, and it had a special on. No joining fee, all the rest of it. And I thought, okay, maybe I should get back into the gym. I really used to enjoy that. So I went home and thought about it, as you do. You don't jump on it straight away. I went home, thought about it, and the next day I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. So I rang up and got an appointment, went in, had a chat walked out with a membership. And then I did what everybody does with a new membership. I went home and I thought about it for a whole week. Never went back to the gym. I just sat at home and thought about going. I did go out and buy some tights and some shirts, which happened to be men's XXL, because I was grossly obese, as the doctor told me. And the following week, it was like, do or die, I've got to do this. So I set my alarm for 2 a.m. The gym I joined was a 24-hour gym. So I was at the gym by 2:30, and thankfully there wasn't a soul in sight. Everybody else is wise, they were still in bed sleeping, but here's me at the gym, 2:30 in the morning. And I wanted to go at that hour of the day because I was ashamed of how I looked. I was embarrassed about my wobbly bits, you know, crappy mindset. I didn't want to be there, and I was no longer comfortable in a gym. I had no idea what I was doing. So going at 2:30 in the morning when there was no one else around absolutely suited me and served its purpose. So I spent some time just doing that for myself. And then I happened to jump on the scales one morning. I finally got the courage, jumped on the scales. Now, I'd already lost 1 dress size, so I was super proud of myself. Jumped on the scales and nearly had a bloody heart attack. I'm only 5'5", and I weighed in at 104 kilos. I cried in the gym, but there was nobody around, so it was all good. And I decided that I needed to start putting in some real effort. So I was still researching, how do I improve myself, how do I fix myself, you know, all the rest of it. And then we had a new trainer join the gym. Oh my Lord, he's like the friggin' Energizer Bunny, I tell you. He bouncing off the walls. He's so excited that he was working there. He was so excited, so full of life and enthusiasm, and it was like, oh my God. I was tired before we even started training. He was so, you know, out there. But we started building up a really good rapport, and it turned out he was a damn godsend for me. How many people do you know as a personal trainer that you can message at 8 o'clock on a Saturday night going, nah, this shit, I'm over it, blah, blah, blah. But it's okay because I'm going down to the gym and I'm going to kick shit out of a boxing bag. Now, I messaged him at that hour of the day, not expecting to get a reply. 1, it was Saturday night. 2, he's a PT. He's got a life. Now, I ended up getting back the most amazing message from him. It was like a friggin' novel. And that really impressed me, that somebody actually cared enough that they took time out of their Saturday and responded to a message where I'd gone rant, rant, rant. So I decided that maybe he was going to be a good influence in my life and time to step things up again. So I told him that some years ago I had wanted to compete in a competition. Did he think I'd be able to do it again? His response was, why the not? And I'm like, okay, so food for thought. So we spent another few weeks working together, and then I said to him, okay, I'm going to do it. I've lost more weight. I think it's time. I think I want to do the comp. So we spent a couple of weeks doing that. And then I said to him, you know, I feel like I should tell people. I feel like I need people behind me. So I got a group of people together. We went out for dinner and I told them all, okay, this is what I'm doing. You know, I'd really appreciate your support. And they were behind me 100%. It was really good. And then I made some really, really, really bad choices. And then my arm was playing hell on me, and I'd been on the waiting list for over a year to have it looked at. So I ended up having surgery and having the plate and the screws removed, which put me on the back burner. But it was the poor choices that I was making at the time that made it even more so that I needed to put it on the back burner, because I started emotional eating again, and just so much shit going on. So that was the second time I put the dream on the back burner. But since then, I have completely transformed my mindset. while I was researching, I come across this crazy woman on the internet. Her name is Marilyn Shermer, affectionately known as Maz. And she developed this tool called Creatrix, and it's specifically for women, and it's scientifically proven. Yeah, it's amazing. But anyway, I came across her and I enrolled in the Institute of Women International and attended the course, became a transformologist, went through my own personal breakthroughs, and that's where my life changed. So fast forward 8.5, 9 months, and I am the best I have ever been. My mindset is amazing. Is my life perfect? God, no. And I hope it never is, because you don't learn and grow when you're sitting in your comfort zone or sitting in perfection. It just doesn't happen. And there's so much about life I want to learn. But with this new mindset, I'd been toying with the idea for a few months. Maybe because my body was starting to react with the mindset change, it was like maybe I could, revisit my dream. So I had a chat to Jonathan, and I wouldn't say yes, I would do it, but I wasn't saying no either. And then, because I work for Jonathan now, and we were out training together one day, and I went and joined another gym, so I'm members at 2 gyms. And we went to this gym, and it was just a whole new vibe. And we're busy pumping iron and, doing the old chat. And then I said, I'm going to do it. And he went, what? I said, I'm going to do it. No, I didn't even say what I was doing. I just said, I'm going to do it. And he high-fived me and said, about in time. So here we are. It's taken a few weeks. I wanted to get a few things in place. Plus, he's had a lot going on. He's just had somebody go through the same thing I want to do. So I wanted to sort of let him have his fame with that and me get prepared, because of the way my life's been and the way it's changed so dramatically. I wanted to have it all documented so that maybe I can inspire somebody to get off their backside and revisit a dream they used to have, because that would just be amazing. It'd be super awesome. So 2020, I am aiming to compete in the Queensland ICN competition. Because I've left it so damn long, the thing I don't like about it is I'll be competing in the women's fitness division 50 plus. Yeah, I'm getting bloody old. But it's never too late. So that is the goal, that is the dream, and that is what I am working towards. Now, I have somebody pretty amazing that is and very talented that is putting together some videos. He's doing the recording and putting the videos together. So they won't all be as boring as this, because between Steve and Jonathan, my trainer, they're going to make it quite entertaining. So, and like I said, the whole purpose of this is to inspire one woman to go out there, chase your dreams. So we're going to try and do weekly videos. Don't know that it will always happen, because Steve is very busy and I suck at it. Not real good at selfies. So yeah, we will try and do regular updates anyway, but it'll involve all my training, it'll involve food shopping, it'll involve the meal prepping, probably a tantrum or two from me. Jono and I are quite good at locking horns on the training side of things. I'm as stubborn as he is, or he's as stubborn as me. I'm not sure which way it goes, but yeah, and sometimes I'm not the quickest learner on the block, and will agree with that. He's been telling me some things for about 2 years, and it's only just sinking in now, and I believe that is because of the change in mindset. So, but I'm getting there. So see, it's never too late. So hopefully you'll watch further videos. Like I said, they'll be more entertaining than this one, but I just wanted to give you a bit of a brief. Well, it's not that brief now, is it? We're gone into nearly 15 minutes. But I just wanted to give you a bit of background so that you know why I'm doing them and what the purpose is behind them, because I intend to achieve this goal 100%. Well, I intend to get my body to that stage. Getting up on stage will completely depend on where I've had abdominal surgery. I'm not 100% convinced I can get that area to a competitive stage, but I'll be happy to get the rest of the body to that stage, even if I don't get up on stage. So the goal is that I'm going to get shredded, baby. And the first challenge up already is that I've got to get bigger before I can get smaller. So Jono's got me sitting at around 1,700 calories at the moment, and he wants me up to about 2,500 calories, which I'm struggling with. So, and yes, this will be full of mental challenges. So you'll be able to see how I cope with the mindset work. I have no doubt at all that I will be calling on colleagues during the event and going, I've hit a brick wall, I need help with this. So you'll be able to see how stressed I am beforehand. You won't see the process, but you'll be able to see what I'm like afterwards, because this creatrix is just freaking amazing. So anyway, enough from me. I hope I haven't bored you to tears, that you don't follow any more videos, because yeah, like I said, Jono and Steve will definitely make them entertaining. So any questions, hit me up on my website or on my Instagram, Misfit Coaching, and the website is www.misfitcoaching.com. So just hit me up if you want to know anything, and I'll be more than happy to include it in future videos. Anyway, catch you around. Bye.